All right, so my horizon, I will try to do my horizon maybe somewhere here. He's stepping in there, and then I want to do my head in here, so that would be his forehead, and then going that way, and then my ear. So that's my elephant ear in there. Then he has like a hump in his forehead, going that way. If you're not comfortable on doing freehand drawn, you can also trace your elephant first. If you want, you can do that. And this would be our trunk, going that way. Okay, that's our trunk in there, and that's my mouth. We can adjust it later the way we want it, but for now that's how we want it. Then I would want my back that way. So his big leg is going this way. And his other leg is going this way. And of course, he has a big belly. That's his back leg. And then the other one would be in here. Okay? So, and don't forget your tail. Doing that way. Alright. I'm gonna be loading a lot of titanium white since we are using a palette knife. If this is a brush, it would be okay, but palette knife sometimes is takes a lot of paints. Alright, I'll be mixing. That's a load of titanium white and the deep turquoise, so that would be our surface. Alright, just add it there. So if you don't want to waste your paint, just keep loading it with titanium white. It will save you some trouble. So that would be our surface. You can use different color in this one, but I try to use the darkest. If you have your choice of colors, the darkest color you have, make it your surface color. There you go. And you can continue it. You can color all the way if you want. It's your choice, but I'm not going to color it all the way. It's just that much. So I'm good with that. Alright. And I will use the olive green. No, this is the green gold, sorry, in the belly area. Now we'll add the titanium white. So kind of like your direction is like we're trying to make it round. So from the belly, I'm going to do this direction, so it kind of rounded effect. I will mix it with the deep turquoise a little bit, just like that. And in this area here, since that would be our dark area as well, so I'll add that in there. So keep adding white, and then just keep doing that. Then I'm adding the olive, pale olive. So that's the pale olive in there. And then in the at the top of our back, I'm using this is the only difference, light portrait pink from Liquitex, since I don't have light portrait pink in Winsor & Newton brand. So just do that. In the top, mix it with your titanium white. Okay. Remember, we want it kind of like a C, like this. So it has the round effect. And just a load of titanium white, just the titanium white in the section. And then just try to connect them. Then I'm adding the rosa, olive green, and the deep turquoise in the bottom of our piece bottom. There you go. Add it with titanium white. Titanium white is a big help to kind of fill those, so I don't need to reload a lot of paints. Alright, I think I'm happy with this knife. I might be using just this knife. We'll see. I ran out of titanium white, so I'm reloading another titanium white. Again, it's the color you want, so just keep adding colors that you want. This is very simple, very generic, kind of abstract painting. There. Loading your white. The white that's not a lot. Forehead. So again, you can whatever color you like. Using this in the forehead. This is pink portrait. And that would be nice in there. I'm just trying to put the eye in there. Olive green, load with white, just like that. Then I want the outline of my ear really visible, so I'm just adding that dark color in there. use my cheeks, my cheekbone in there. Okay, let's mix that a little bit. And then just kind of streak it, since that ear got sometimes there's a line of those ears. So let's just do that. Okay. And in the bottom of our trunk, I want it dark. Okay, so I'm done with my trunk. Let's add some color in the forehead. There you go. This is like a very festive elephant. Yeah, it's good to add some purple as well, but I just don't have the Windsor Newton purple. So I'm just using whatever I have. I like the Windsor Newton because it's liquid, not all the time. It depends on what I am doing. Sometimes the Windsor Newton, because it's too viscous, so viscous, so when you do the palette knife, sometimes it's not really great. It depends on what is your project, really. So if you want it thick version, you can use a different paint brand if you like. but again, it's depend on what's your preference. Okay, remember, you can, this is your elephant, you can do whatever you want with your elephant. So, step back, check your work. Let's do that. This needs to be dark in here. And I want some olive green or green gold in here. Just a little bit, not too much. Maybe some in here, just to kind of highlight. There we go. Alright, I want some light in the forehead in here, so I'm just adding the tiny white. So step back and just add small amount of details to add your add on your abstract elephant. Remember, it doesn't need to be alright. I'm loading with white. There's my white. Okay, and that would be my mouth in there. Alright, let's focus at the end. Trying to create that outline for our leg. So we see the difference. You see the boundaries. You can add ivory if you want to add ivory in your elephant. You can add it, but I'm not going to add ivory in my elephant. Right, I'm adding the toenails. Those big toenails. Those elephant. Okay. Don't forget your tail, of course. See your tail. Alright, I'll add the deep turquoise since it's the darkest color that we have. Alright, just like that. Put it in the bottom section. Then I'll add the light pink in there. almost did. Then I'll add the white somewhere in here. Maybe here. Some gold and some pale green and the pink. And of course the white on the top. There you go. It's very simple. So since I have paint in my palette that I'm using. By the way, this is a wax paper I'm using. So when I'm done, I just throw it. Since I still have paint in here, so I'm just using it all to my canvas. I don't want to waste it. So be very careful when you try to create this one. Just add just estimate the amount of paint that you might think you're going to use. Don't add too much so you don't waste it. Like the rosa, I added too much of the rosa. So let's add more of those in our eye. So I'm just adding all this kind of paint. So this is my brightest section in there. So use your lightest color in the middle belly. Okay, so that is it. That's our palette knife painting elephant. Oh, so let's just use the leftover paints that we have in our palette and just fill those stuff in our background. That's it. This is also great if you use a black canvas because it really pops. Those color really pops. If you don't have black canvas, you can paint the canvas first. You can paint it black. That would be really nice as well because it's great to show those colors popping out. But so it's not much, you know, the background color is not much. That's why you can just leave it white, you know, as is if you want. Doesn't really need to be. So you can try using the palette knife doing the background as well, but make sure your colors doesn't take away from the main subject, which is our elephant, because our elephant is very colorful. You don't want a lot of colors as well in your background, so avoid a lot of colors in your background. Alright, so that is it. We are done with our palette knife colorful elephant. Very simple, step by step for beginners. Alright, I'm just kind of stretching it out. I'll try to use the, so you can see what I'm talking about. So if this is like the white version, right, white version of your canvas, I'll try to show you if your background would be black. So if my background would be black, what would my painting look like? Okay, so let's create a background as black. It's really nice if you just use the black canvas. I don't really have black canvas with me. I use all my black canvas, and I don't paint a lot of subject that has a black background anyway. So if your background is dark, your elephant really will pop. But I suggest, if you like the dark background, so it's your preference. If you like to leave it white background, that's fine, use white canvas. If you like this color background, dark color background, paint your background first. It's better to paint the background first black before you do your colored elephant. Okay, because it's a mess when, like what we're doing now. Our background is a mess. This is just to show you what other views if we have a dark background. So it's up to you. You decide what background you want. This is just a demonstration. Alright, let's focus that part. Some people don't like dark background. Remember, it depends on the preference of the artist and also the buyer. If you're trying to sell your artwork and your pieces, some people might prefer the white background, like those, more than the darker background. So it's up to you. This is just to show you options and what you want. Okay, so let's finish this up to the dark background. If you decide that, oh, I really didn't like the dark background. Don't worry, let it dry first, then repaint it again white. That's the beauty of painting. You can repaint it over. And don't sweat it, don't stress it out. You just paint it over, like that one. I just paint over that head. I'll wait until I can repaint it. So don't sweat your artwork. If you're just practicing, good, that's fine. Just keep practicing, you know. Keep practicing. It's nice to practice. Paint over it, do it again. You can even experiment colors you like. You want a purple background? Sure, go ahead, do your purple background. You know, this is your painting. Do it the way you want it. Unless it's a commission, somebody wants you to do it the way they want it, and they're paying you to do it, then yeah, you follow what your customer or your clients wants. If you're just practicing, you're just trying to, you know, play around. So, not to worry. All right. So, like my forehead there, I painted over with the dark background. So I'll just go ahead and get me a titanium white, and voila. There you go. There's my head. So keep practicing and keep adding color the way you want it until you are satisfied and you say, okay, I think I'm done. It's good enough. I'm happy with what I have, and then you're good to go. Right, I still have some titanium white in my palette, so I'll just go ahead and put it here in the upper section of my back, since it needs to be white anyways. So just adding it there. Don't really want to waste it, that's why. Since the top of the elephant's supposed to be light as well, so. And I have a lot of rose, or the pink one. So let's add some pink here. Maybe some in here. Not too much though, because we don't want it over. And you know what? We forgot this section in here. Or I forgot this section in here. That's a background. There you go. That is our step-by-step tutorial palette knife elephant, or how to paint colorful elephant. Thank you for joining me again in this video. Hope you join me on our next tutorial, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Facebook. Thank you, and have a blessed day. Hi guys, this is the palette that we just used for this tutorial, and the paints, palette knife, and the brush that we used in. This is the only difference that we used for the top. As you can see, there are like lines still. If you have remaining paints, that you have, like what we have in here. I still have white, so I will just go ahead and cover it up. It's not a big deal, you can leave it that way. But if you have some leftover paints, kind of check out your work. It shows a lot right now because we use the dark background, but if we left it with that white background, it wouldn't show much. Just kind of go through and then make sure you don't miss any spot, and then just, if you do, just cover it up. So here you go, that is our step-by-step palette knife colorful elephant painting. And don't forget to sign your work. If you do, again, if you do want to do the background, paint the background first. If you like the dark background, paint the dark background first, because as you can see, we have those, because we didn't really focus on painting the background. I just want you to see how we do the colorful elephant. So if you want to do the dark background, paint the dark background first, and then dry it, sketch your elephant, and then do your colorful elephant. If you like this video, don't forget to share and follow me on Facebook. You have a good day. Bye bye.